What's up, guys? Today we're going to be working through some 1v1 saves, specifically focusing on the block save. This save happens when the attacker is going to get there just barely before the goalkeeper. And so just working on some of our movements, some of our technique going through this. A little bit of a warm-up to start, just getting them some diving, getting some activation in, and then working on that block save, and got a couple of fun games at the end. So hope you guys enjoy. So first here, we are just working through a warm-up. You can start with volley, and just volley into their body for a diamond or contour catch, and then progress to this, where you can start right here and just hit a shot from the ground into their body. You can see some of them are taking front smothers sometimes, just kind of dealing with the save as it comes. So next up, we've got the low dive. They're going to be diving to the outside, no matter what side they are on. So if they're on that left cone, they're diving to their left, right cone, diving to their right. I'm going about 4 to 6 reps per keeper here. Making sure in that footwork that they're staying really tight to that back cone as they come around, and that they're getting set at each cone before the shooter hits the ball.
Good job, guys.
Next, we've got low dives again. Just both are going to the right now, just getting them some extra reps in this. So they're going to be diving to their right no matter what side of the cone they're on. So if they're on that right side, they're diving right. If they're on the left side, they're diving right as well. So it just changes up the footwork, changes up their set a little bit, and their pre-movement to being set as well. This next exercise is actually one of my favorites to work on, just the block save technique. There's a lot of things that can be drawn out with this. It also just allows the keeper to get used to being hit in a close range. No matter what age of keepers you're working with, this is a really good one to get them to try to take ground, to focus on the ins and outs of their technique within the block save, and just allow them to be comfortable being hit with the ball and realize, hey, I'm not going to get hurt just because I'm getting close. Something really important you just saw is actually committing to it. So sometimes keepers will take that ground and they won't actually drop, so making sure that they're dropping into that block save. Another big piece, I'm encouraging them to try to push the ground to get all the way up to that yellow line if they can, with good technique. Their cue is to step out off of my roll. You can see the cones that that's kind of their angle that I'm forcing them into their block save with, just to work on some of their footwork. But their cue is when I roll the ball out, that is when they step out and take ground towards me. I want them to be lateral and very perpendicular to where I am. And so you can see there, and I'm talking to her right here, that her back foot needs to be more forward, so that she can actually cut off as much space as possible while she's dropping into that block. So there's a couple good ones in here from some of them. Would love for her to take more ground in that one. Some of this is just working on those, again, that quick feet, some of that footwork, getting out as fast as they can to try to make themselves as big as possible and take up as much of their goal as they can. This is a great block save right here, and you'll see some others in just a bit. But yeah, this is a great one just to work on some of that technique before you get into some bigger saves. So next exercise, we've got one of my favorite games to play to work on the block save. This actually also draws out a cobra save and a phase 1 and the stalking position for phase 3. And so I'll talk about some of those more in some other videos, but the ball is played out to the coach in the middle, or you can have the coach be the server and have all 4 keepers in there. I wanted to give one of our keepers a rest just because this was a really hot day. So their job was just to serve the ball out. The keepers are not allowed to go save the ball until it touches the coach's foot, but at that point they can save it. So my hope is that they will take ground as the ball is coming towards me, and then as I'm turning, they are taking it off my feet, or they're dropping into that block save. And you can see here, she's taking ground, block save. With this game, the ball is not dead until it is out of bounds or it's in the back of a net. So As you can see, it's getting pinged around to each goalkeeper until she just scored there. They are allowed to throw it into somebody else's goal with a goalkeeper type throw. They can't just pick it up and chest pass it like they're playing basketball. Or they can set it on the ground and dribble or shoot at each other. They cannot punt and they cannot drop kick. I want to keep those rules clear just because they are very close range, and I was really trying not to get somebody hurt, but helping them have fun while working on that technique, and again, just taking ground in some of their saves. So try this one out. Let me know what you guys think. Rotation here is that each keeper gets about 6 to 8 balls rolled out per goal. So they're getting, if you're doing 24 reps total. And the winner at the end, you can do a couple different things. You can have the winner pick the consequence for the losers. You could have first place has 5 sit-ups, second place has 10, third place has 15, fourth place has 20. You can make something else up, but I like to have a little bit of an incentive there with our competitions, just again to make it more fun. So try this out. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, we'll go on to the next one in a bit. So our last exercise here is another game that I like to play. This one starts with 2 people passing at the top of the 18 or around the top of the 18. You've got 2 keepers in the front goals. You can use pug goals for this as well. And then 1 keeper in the back. So the keeper in the back is mainly there for reaction saves. And then the keepers in the front are encouraged to take ground to make themselves as big as possible, so the shooters can't shoot on either of them. Every keeper is for themselves in this game, and so they're all competing. They will all rotate and get time in each goal, and you can make it fair by going a certain amount of balls per set, so per time that a keeper is in a net. Their cue to come out is as soon as the coach takes a touch or the ball's a through ball, and after the ball is shot, it's just dead and then resets. So again, try this out. Let me know what you think of it. It's one of my favorite games to play with keepers, and yeah, just again forces them to take some ground, and then also works on some just shot stopping in the back with some reaction type saves, especially if a keeper in the front tips it or it ricochets off a post or something. That keeper in the back has to be aware still as well. So try it out. Let me know. So last little adjustment with this drill, if you're by yourself and you have 3 keepers, you as the coach can just roll it out, and off of your touch it's live, so you can dribble at them, you can shoot, and again, just encouraging them to take ground. So you can do it a couple different ways depending on numbers that you've got as well.